Best hosting for WordPress. Finding a best hosting for WordPress is not difficult nowadays. On the one hand, the WordPress requirements to work are really low and simple. On the other, WordPress is the most used CMS in the world. What to consider when choosing a best hosting for WordPress? From the outside, it may seem that all hosting providers offer the same products. However, offering good WordPress hosting with good loading speed requires knowing this CMS very well. Here are some points to remember when hiring a hosting. Nginx Web Server or LiteSpeed Web Server. Apache is currently quite obsolete, although many people still use it for compatibility with the access file. Today, LiteSpeed Web Server is the most powerful web server and it also supports access. As an alternative is Nginx, although to be compatible with access it must work as a reverse proxy for Apache. Fast storage on SSD disks. In the year 2022, a web hosting server must use SSD disks in RAID or NVMe SSDs. Mechanical disks can be used to store backups, but not to provide service. The response times obtained by SSD or NVMe disks are much higher than those of any mechanical disk. Availability of object cache in RAM. Although page caches are the most common, in very complex websites created with PHP, it is necessary to configure an object cache to speed up load times and reduce resource consumption. Ideally, this object cache is stored in RAM to access it with much lower latencies, memcached, Redis, upku, etc. PHP version selector. In the year 2022, it is essential to offer the client the possibility of changing the PHP version at will. It is even necessary to offer you the possibility to configure the active PHP extensions and some common parameters, such as the memory underscore limit. Security with specific rules for WordPress. As WordPress is the most used CMS in the world, it is also the most attacked, and therefore requires specific protection. Specialist WordPress providers often have advanced mod security rules and specialized antivirus solutions, such as Immunify 360. Specialized WordPress support. Here we come to the key point, as very few hosting providers are truly specialized in WordPress, and therefore when things get complicated they can have trouble offering support to their customers. You must take into account all these points to choose the best hosting or server for your WordPress website.